Good afternoon, Twitch, and hello, YouTube. Welcome back to a brand new live stream where today we're doing something a little bit different that I haven't done for a while. And if I'm being honest, I have been putting this off for the last maybe 2.5 months. Yep. But why? Well, let me show you the reason as to why, because this thing is an absolute nightmare. I could do like my classic YouTube intro here. And today's stream is all about the Ballistic warp drive. There you go. But yeah, this thing, oh my days. If you've never seen how to make this thing, today's stream's gonna surprise you. in a good and maybe even a bad way, I don't know. But regardless, it's gonna be a pretty interesting one. But regardless, if you guys are watching live or if you're watching on the VOD, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for almost 7,000 subscribers. I still haven't got a headset, by the way. These earplugs are pissing me off, but it is what it is. My headset broke like 2 weeks ago now, but oh well. Welcome, Vink. Hope that you're doing good. Won't be to watch the stream. That's alright, man. Don't worry about it. Good luck with work, though. Good luck with work. Welcome, Glitch. You can't watch the stream either. That's alright. Thank you still for tuning in, though, and good luck with everything. But yeah, today's stream's going to be a good one, because we're making the Ballistic warp drive. Well, we're not making it, we're calculating it and seeing what is used to make it, which should be, hopefully, very, very interesting. Hope everything goes well. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Also, thank you for almost 7,000 subscribers. I know we haven't hit it just yet, but I think we're like 5 away. So thank you so much for all the support on the channel recently, guys. That has been incredible. Anything else before we get into it? I don't think so. There was something I was going to mention, but I forgot, so it can't have been too important. Let's just get into it. So, the Ballistic warp drive ball. There we go. This thing requires thermal propulsion rockets, which in itself was the most difficult... Wait, was it? It is. I believe this was the most difficult part to make in Phase 4. And now you've got singularity cells as well, which requires nuclear pasta. What? You also need superposition oscillators and, of course, dark matter crystals. So this thing is... It's unreal. Like, this might not look too bad. Like, it's 4 items. It's not too bad. Dark matter crystals requires a bunch of phase fire stuff, but that's not too complicated to make. Superposition oscillators, not too bad either. You need things like excited photonic matter, which you just make automatically. Dark matter crystals, which we're making anyway. Crystal oscillators and aluminium, 2 items which you're going to be making quite a lot of by the phase 5 of the game anyway. But yeah, this is where things get nuts. You need nuclear pasta. The other 3 items aren't too bad. And then again, here you need 4 items which in themselves are difficult to make. So this is not going to be an easy item to make whatsoever. And if you are making it, good luck, do a prayer, because this might take a few years to try and do. Welcome, Fishmaster. Yeah, it will be a bit of a challenging one today, but I look forward to it, though. Because with this recipe, it's nice and simple. This... Is there an alternate recipe for this? I don't think so. No, there isn't. Okay, so that shouldn't be too bad. And when it comes to this thing, there isn't an alt recipe for this, unfortunately. But I think there is one for this. Yeah, there is. I wanted to just use the basic one, though. Okay. So, let's just go back over here. We'll select that, then we'll select this. So to make one of these per minute, we have to make it in the manufacturer. Okay. There we go. I'm not really too concerned about power. All that I know is that this is going to require many, many thousands megawatts worth of power. That's all I know, and I'm not too bothered about that. It is what it is. So as usual, I will be using Myro. The website that I use for all of my best recipe videos. Let me just zoom this in here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Nice. But yeah, there is one video that I filmed. Actually, wait, where is this? There it is. I don't know why that's so far away. There we go. There's one video that I filmed, which was the turbo motor. I finally got that done. That should be out within the next week. Because as of right now, I'm ahead like... I think like 5 days worth of videos, which is fantastic. That's good. Welcome, Jack-O-Lantern. Hope that you're doing good. Are you thinking your plan that you had it all imported in from other factories? Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do, definitely. 72 dark matter crystal alone, 40 in recipe and many. Yeah, there's a lot of dark matter crystals involved, which again, 72 doesn't sound like a lot, but let me go back over here. What's the one thing this thing requires a lot of? Diamond, or potentially diamond, depending on which recipe you want to use. I think the recipe I like was this one, because you save on coal and you save on SAM as well. But the issue is, if you're making a lot of these things, it's going to set you back a lot of coal and a lot of SAM, which can be a bit of a problem. Welcome Ian, hope that you're doing good as well. You're going to compile the best recipe for ballistic warp drives onto the best recipe for each item now? Yeah. It's going to take a few streams. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with the nuclear stuff, which was this. Yeah, so I did like the majority of this on camera, then I finished it off camera, because I had to do like, I think all of this off camera, which took ages to do, but we managed to get it done, which is nice. So I think what I'll do today is, again, start it on camera, then probably finish it off camera, because we might be here for a very, very long time otherwise. Yep. The turbo motor video will be so useful because you just entered phase 4. Oh, nice. Yeah, that should be coming out hopefully within the next week and a half. Because again, I'm a bit ahead with videos as of right now. I'm releasing one video every 2 days. And in between then, I might do a stream. I might just not upload that day. Depends. But yeah, okay, let's begin with this. So, one thermal propulsion rocket. Propulsion rocket. Lovely. Bien. There we go. That's one of them per minute. I mean, one of them per minute isn't too bad. 5 singularity cells. Okay. Here's a word that I definitely can't spell. Singularity. Good start. Singularity. Sure. I like words that spell the way they sound. Always nice. Wait, what are you doing? There we go. How dare it not be a straight shape. 2 superposition oscillator. Right. Is it double L? I think it is double L. Great. And that was 2 per minute. Okay. We'll take that. But yeah, thank you again for all the support in the videos recently. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying them. It feels weird that the best recipe series is coming to an end. Because I haven't really got that many left to do now. I could do things like best recipe for iron plates, and then for iron rods, and then for cable, and what. But I can't be asked to do that, because I've covered them individually so many different times. And for a couple of them, like the iron plates, there's one relatively simple recipe to do, which I just recommend. And there's a few recipes that are just not really worth it. Dark matter crystal, okay. And there we go. That is how you make the ballistic warp drive in Satisfactory 1.0. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Can you imagine if it was just that simple? I mean, in theory, that is how you make it. I'm not lying. I just didn't show my workings out. But of course, now we have to do that. It looks so, like, harmless when it's presented like this. Like, 1 per minute, 2 per minute. It looks so simple. But it's not. And I know it's not, which makes this worse. You. And you're also made here. Okay, good. The dark matter trap will be helpful. Oh yeah, it will, yeah. I have made a video where I do actually talk about that. It was released quite a while ago now, to be fair. I think like maybe a month ago. There we go. So the reason as to why I'm using dark matter trap is because here we are using 100 SAM and 400 coal, whereas the basic recipe uses 200 SAM and 400 coal. And roughly 2,400 megawatts, and this one's a bit worse when it comes to power. But you do end up saving 100 SAM for the exact same amounts of dark matter crystal. So I feel like it's worth it. Whereas this second recipe here uses no coal, but 400 SAM per minute, which I feel like is quite expensive. So I prefer this recipe, which saves you on SAM and a decent amount of cold there as well. So yeah, that's the reason as to why I've chosen that. I like it. Also, my mouse is breaking. Everything's breaking, man. It's ridiculous. This is what always happens. Like, everything's fine, then one day everything just goes wrong. Like, with everything. And it's really annoying. Wait, haven't it already made thermal propulsion rockets? No. Oh, but the good news is, look at this. We need 1 turbo motor per minute. Well, if only I had spent the last month and a half calculating turbo motors, and not just that, but 1 per minute, which means I can literally copy and paste all of this. Look at all of the work I can save. That's a good at least 30, 40 minutes worth of my time saved. Wow, what an absolute godsend that is. That's actually made my day. I might even smile a little bit. We'll see how things go. But wow, that has saved a bunch of time. Also, a bit of a spoiler for which recipe I prefer. But to be honest, it's one of those recipes where there's not necessarily one brilliant recipe and 2 dreadful ones. It's more of a case of what item do you want to use more of? Do you want to get X amount of Caterium involved or X amount of crude oil involved or raw quartz? So there's not necessarily one fantastic recipe. It's more like, they're all okay, just choose the one that best suits you. And I do mention that in the video. Couple times, I think. Okay, there we go. Wait, no, that's actually wrong. 1 turbo motor, but no. Bloody hell. There we go. 1 turbo motor. I feel like if you're able to automate a turbo motor, you can probably automate anything in this game. Because it's not easy to do. It really isn't. There we go. Then you're gonna go up there. Then what else do I need? It's not that simple, is it, this thing? I remember it was an absolute pain to try and do before, so I'm guessing it's equally as painful now. There we go. So we need 1 turbo motor, we need 2.5 modular engines. Okay, I do have to calculate that by hand. That's fine. No. There we go. Nice. These are the zinc crystals. Oh, nice. The best places to mass produce. Oh, do you mean like the Blue Crater Lake and rocket fuel, for example? Where I talk about the best biomes in the game to produce a certain amount of items, or to produce a item. That could be a good idea. Is that 3 cooling systems? Right. Then 1 fused modular frame. Damn. Yeah, this is... this is gonna be an absolute joke. Oh my days. So yeah, fused modular frame cooling systems. Oh dear. This is gonna be just... I think that was, what, 2 per minute? No, 1 per minute, okay. Have I already calculated that? A part of me feels like I have. And you guys have to get lowered down to there, perfect. Okay, let's start with modular engines, because I don't think I've done that, have I? So that is really bright, damn. There we go. Okay, yeah, I definitely haven't done that yet. And you are also made in the manufacturer, damn. Okay, that went out my head there. Okay. 2.5. Just about fits into there, brilliant. This isn't really a complicated part, it's just a bit annoying because you have to get rubber involved. But it's 5 motors, 37.5 rubber, and 5 smart plates. Not too bad. Use plastic smart plating. Well, for this one, I could do, but normally I don't like to get plastic involved. I'm guessing this saves me iron. But again, then I have to get crude oil involved, because as of right now, my 1.0 playthrough, I'm producing a very minimal amount of plastic and rubber, and I don't particularly want to make any more. So I'm trying to limit the amount of plastic and rubber that I'm using, so that I don't have to spend like another 3.5 hours building a new plastic and rubber facility. So preferably, I'm just going to stick to this, because I'd rather use like a lot more iron than, again, crude oil and plastic and all that sort of stuff. Okay, let's write this down. So 5 motors, 37.5 rubber, and 5 smart plates. Okay. Yo! Boogaloo for the sub. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel, man. Motor. There we go. I didn't mean to spell it like that. There we go. Lovely. Move that off to the sides. We then have rubber and smart plates. Is it smart plating or smart plate? Oh, yeah, okay, good, it is. Then you're going to be our 37.5 rubber. Lovely. Then when it comes to our smart plates, we need 5. Okay, so you're both 5 per minute. That's not too bad. And then again, cooling systems, we've already done them, but I don't think we did 3 per minute, did we? Fuse modular frame, I feel like I have done fuse modular frames. I feel like I definitely have. Instead of just building high enough to avoid, you could just build like to a relatively high point where trees, rocks, cliffs don't get in your way. And that's definitely a possibility. Would I do that? Maybe. That's why I like to build it on like in the ocean. But the only thing that's there is water and then the world boundary. So I do quite like that. Welcome, dude29. Hope that you're doing well. It has been a while. But I hope that you're doing good today, man. Welcome. You made the exact opposite for oil and plastic. Ah, ribs. Yeah, I try not to overproduce with my crude oil related products. I try not to. I still do, but I try not to. Okay, I definitely use this. That's right. To make my pressure conversion cube, which I then use for my turbo motors. Okay. So you're 0.5. I need 1. So essentially, just copy and paste this, then double everything that you see here. And it's going to be roughly accurate. The reason why it won't be exactly accurate is because sometimes I like to round up. So rather than having like 23.73, I'll say 24. So I do round up. But that's actually not a bad thing, though. It's not a bad thing at all. So that's going to be very simple for me to try and solve. Very, very simple. In fact, so simple, in fact, I'm going to do this. There we go. No. There we go. Move you guys along there. Wait, no, I'm messing up here. Move you to there, then move you to here. There we go. Rams. Then what the hell do you attach to? I'm guessing it's the turbo motor. It is, yeah, actually, it is, yep. They're just floating there. I thought I made a mistake. Well, technically, I did make a mistake. I am in the wrong. I deeply apologize. But it's not that bad. Have to hook these up. There we go. Can I try and make these all on the same line? Almost perfect. Wow. C'est fantastique. Okay, great. But yeah, copy and paste this over now. Then adjust some of the numbers around. There you go. Again, that is another 10 minutes of time saved. Easily 10 minutes, maybe even more. Fantastico. Today is just a planning stream. Most likely, yes. Because the thing is, I have to get this done. It's very, very important. So what better time to do it than the present? Okay, so let's start with you lot. I need 2.7 over here. with 4. No. 4. There we go. So yeah, if you guys have just tuned in, by the way, welcome again to the stream. Hope that everyone's doing good. Today we are making an item called the Ballistic Warp Drive. It is the single most difficult item to make in the entirety of Satisfactory. It's pain. It is pain. Very big le pain. But oh well. Wait, also, I have to get rid of that. There's actually a couple of things here I've actually got to adjust. You've all got to go. You've all got to go as well. Because when I was doing this recipe, I didn't do the pure iron ingots. And that's something I do actually want to try and change. So as of right now, I'll leave you like that. Leave you like that. And actually, I've got to change you, don't I, to be fair? So that's right. Rid of that. Rid of that. Then double you. Yep. So is that one heavy modular frame then to make that? I believe it is. I'll double check that just now though. It is, yeah, 1:1 ratio. Good to see. 7,000 rubber and 5,500 plastic. That's a good amount. That's a very good amount. Ooh. 3.4. Don't think that's wrong. Guess we're gonna find out in a minute. But no, that should be alright. Bit of that there as well. 16, 17. Have to do some quick maths today. Is that right? Yeah. Seems right. I hope it is. I love that so far. Okay, this is where things get a little bit annoying. Oh well. It's the aluminium stuff. And with you, we'll go with 25, I believe that is. Again, we're trying to double everything here. Well, and you're 70 then, right? Unless you're 70. Are you 75? No. Oh, no, you are. Yes. And you should be 150. Lovely. Oh, God. 26, 40, 52.5. Flying through this. Oh. 7.5? I think. Yeah, that should be right. And all of you lot have to be 75. You should be equal to the amount of ingots we are making. It's a weird trick, but I don't question it. Wait, is that right? I don't trust that. So we need to make 90 sloppy solution. I was right. Okay, damn it. I was actually correct. That's annoying. So 75. They have to do 75 minus 52.5, which is 22.5. Audience. A hot take about the space elevator parts, but you only need to make a permanent factory for phase 4 and phase 5. Yeah. I mean, normally, like, what you should try and do is find the very final space elevator part that you need, and then work backwards from there. And the reason as to why I recommend that, and the reason as to why I'm doing that, is because let's say in your world you are producing 5,000 iron rods, because you think, okay, I've got to make this, and that space elevator parts, and I'm probably going to need that. But then you end up only needing 1,000 iron rods. You've now got 4,000 iron rods per minute that are just wasted. Whereas, if you start with your space elevator parts, calculate 1 per minute of all 3 of them, plus your nuclear stuff as well, and then work back from there, you can then see every single item that you are ever going to need, so you never have to over or underproduce anything in Satisfactory, in your playthrough at least. Because what I'm gonna do is calculate these 3 space elevator parts, add up all the ores together, and then times them together until I get to the map limits. So let's say I'm using too many quartz crystal or raw quartz. It then means I can only make, let's say, 5 ballistic warp drives per minute, 5 AI, what are they called? Server thingies, whatever they're called, per minute, and all that sort of stuff. And then from that, I then know, okay, in my world, I only need 1,250 iron rods, so I won't make 5,000 of them. It's a very complex way of explaining things, but I promise it does work. Okay, there we go. So you lot can now move out there. So we've done this. You can probably actually stay there, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got that. We've got that. Now we've got our 3 cooling systems. Okay. And again, with the cooling system, I believe I went with this recipe, which involves more nitrogen, I think, but doesn't involve rubber. Yeah. You get it? Okay, so I'm glad someone gets it. But yeah, I do like doing that. With our cooling systems, again, you're used to make... Oh. Again? Where? I don't think... Okay, I don't think it's this recipe. That makes sense. Okay, cooling system. Where are you? You'll be down here somewhere. Should we try this one? Radio control units, no. Cooling system. Oh, that's 4 per minute. Damn it. So what I could do is divide everything here by 4, then times it by 3. That would then give me 3 cooling systems per minute. I got another one over there? No. And what was the other recipe? Supercomputers. Okay, we've... Well, no. The problem with that, though, is I've used probably quite a different recipe, right? Let's see. Okay, and you're 10 per minute. That's the wrong recipe. That's the wrong recipe. That's the wrong recipe. That's the wrong recipe. Holy... Can this get any worse? That's the wrong recipe. Hey, there we go. Well done. Good job, me. I used a good recipe. Yep. Yep. No. Yep. Wow. This recipe is almost entirely different to what I would now use. That's insane. That just shows how much, like, my playstyle and my recipe list has changed since the start of the Best Recipe series. That is... Wow. I think the best thing to do here with our cooling systems is grab you lot, copy you over, divide by 4 so we get 1 per minute, and times by 3 so we get 3 per minute. That's the best idea. My pea-sized brain, that sounds good. I don't need that, do I? Nah, that should be alright. I want you to go here. Okay, this is actually so much easier than I thought. I mean, is it because I've essentially calculated every single recipe in the game already? Maybe. Does that help? Absolutely. Oh, well. What's going on there? What are you doing? And yeah, everything here should be right. The only thing I have to change now is this, adding the pure ingots. And in fact, I'll probably do that now before I forget. So let's do that. We'll start with you. Everything over here is good. Good. Okay, first problem. Call the police. Immediately. It might take 6 to 8 business days for them to arrive, but still dial them up. Okay, so that's 4.2 iron ore and 2.4 water per minute. Oh, I just copied and pasted in God knows what was that. Whoops. Control C, Control V. And again, that is 4.2 iron and 2.4 water. Okay. Not bad. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is essentially just make sure that I'm making pure ingots here. Because pure ingots are just... I mean, I like them. What can I say? I like me some pure ingots in my life. Okay, you're going to be a bit more annoying, though. Which is fine. I don't mind things being annoying. Alright. 11.3. Wow, quick mathematics. Have you seen those videos of, like, the students in China, and I think Russia as well, where they do this with their hands, and then they're just able to calculate, like, any number? It's wild. And they're, like, 10 years old or something. I don't know what they're taught, what their teachers do, what wizardry they do, but it's really... I don't get it. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. But it's some sort of, like, mathematic life hack. I can tell you what, we didn't have that in school. Okay, 11.3. So you're going to be what? We'll say 6 iron. Yeah. I know it's a bit more, but I've probably overcalculated quite a lot here, so 6 should be grand. And then we'll go 3.5 water. Right, no, but we'll go 6.1 just in case. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, what's next? Yeah, cooling systems are a bit of a pain. Yeah. Where is it? There's heat sinks. You have to get aluminium involved and nitrogen. Luckily, motors aren't too bad. It's just the whole aluminium thing, isn't it? Because that involves bauxite, crude oil, and copper. Which honestly isn't too bad. I'm going to have a dedicated aluminium factory. Absolutely. Where I'm probably going to end up having some copper going there as well. Petroleum coke, I've already sorted that. I'm currently recording... Oh, that's what I was going to talk about in the intro. I'm currently recording a video in my Satisfactory world where I bring a train from my plastic and rubber factory to the bamboo forest, I believe it's called. I get it wrong like 15 times in the video, just as a pre-warning there. But the reason why I'm not streaming that is because my PC can no longer handle my world, which is a bit of a shame. Like, whenever I've got my editing software open and my big 1.0 playthrough going, my PC is like, no. No, we're not going to run today. Which doesn't really help my case, but oh well. Let's combine you three together. I'm feeling a bit... I don't know. Over-reliance, big word, on my cable supplier there. So if I just join all these together, it's just a bit easier for me to calculate. 7... Oh, Jesus. So that's 11.3 plus 7.8. 18.3, 19.1, I believe. If you do nuclear pasta to make more than you think you need... Oh yeah, I do that for everything. Absolutely. I just want to make sure I've definitely added that up correctly. We got 11.3 plus 7.8. Sign me up for, like, what's it called? University Challenge? Is that what it's called? There we go. University Challenge, yeah. Oh, there's a new host. That's changed a lot since I was a kid. That show must have been going now for, like, 1,000 years at this point. Surely. No way it hasn't. Okay, so, wait, what? Did I mess up? Oh. Wait, so 11... I messed up the last one. 11.3 is 6.1. Okay, that's better. Yep. So you require roughly 10.3 iron ore. And we'll go with 6 water per minute there as well. Grand. Okay. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I just didn't bother doing the proper circuit board recipe here. Why? Did I do that anywhere else? What did I just... What? Why have I done that? Because I know I've done it properly 1,000 times. Ah! Ugh. Why has it done that? That's okay. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Everything here is looking grand, and it just gets to this. Disgraceful. Absolutely. I feel a bit nauseous after seeing that. I do deeply apologize, stream. How dare I? Okay, so I think it's this, isn't it? We'll do a bit of that. Move you to there. And bring you round over that side. All of you a little bit over that way. Make sure you're still there. There we go. And I think, honestly, what I'm just going to do is redo all of this. Because it has to be done. That recipe is just... wait. You're actually fine. There we go. Okay. Circuit boards 1.5. You guys are made in the assemblers. Just to double check here that we are doing the right thing. There we go. Good. 3.3. Which then means that you're going to require 3.3 copper ingots and 3.3 water. And 3.3 copper ingots then requires how much copper ore? 1.32. Okay. I'll go 1.35 just to round up there a little bit. And then 0.9 water per minute. That is the proper circuit board recipe. And where else did I make that mistake? Well, it's not really a mistake. It's just something I could improve on. Is it here? I've lost it. Sure. It's teleported out of my sight. That's okay. The 40 generation of NVIDIA cards should be hitting the used market soon. Okay, nice. Yeah, I probably have to upgrade, if I'm honest. That's fine. So this is something else I want to try and change. Let's get you lot over here. Is that correct? 32? 8 plus 6 is 14, plus that is indeed correct. Good. Good job, me. Round of applause. Okay, that's enough. Okie dokies. So you require 17.5 iron ore. We'll round that up there a little bit. And we'll go 10 water. Why not? Spoil ourselves a little bit. Okay, next recipe is these two. And I suppose because you're both producing pipes, I might as well combine you lot. Like so. There we go. Boink. And then boink that over there as well. So that is a total of 64 iron ingots. Wow, we're really progressing now. We are on a roll. Send help. And that's roughly... we'll go 20 water. Yeah, be a bit generous. Everything else is looking grand. That's fantastic. Yep. Yep. Stop. Stop, pause, collaborate, and listen. Let's do this. And what are you lot? 48 plus, we'll go 20. That is... what? Wait. There we go. What are you... So 48 plus 20 is 68 minus 2, 66. Okay. Sounds about right. I do realize if I've made a mathematical error at some point in this calculation and everything's wrong. However, no, I've got nothing for that. If I have done that, then that's a big whoopsie on my part. Okay, so you are 35 points. 6, sure. And then water-wise, you're 20 point. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, of course, it's our motor recipe. Of course. How could I forget? Wait. Yeah, okay. I made a mistake. Also, you're going the wrong direction. Nice. You got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 1070. Yeah, I think I've got that as well. I think so. The RTX 4090 is only like a 498% in relative performance if mine was rated 100%. Is that good or is that bad? I don't really know much about PCs. Like I've mentioned a few times, I'm mostly a console player. It just so happens the one game that I stream is a PC game. Yeah, I don't really know much about... Oh, bloody hell, man. About PCs. All that I know is that they announced the 5060? The new one that they announced like a few weeks ago. And apparently that's supposed to be very, very good. I don't know why it's so cheap. That's what I'm concerned about. There's always a catch. If something's cheap, there's a catch. $111.4. Why can't you just be a 111.1? Why? Is that too complicated? Oh, clearly. Okay, so that's roughly 60 iron ore, and we'll go with 34.5 water. The reason why I always round up so much with my water is because I always like to have way more water than what I actually need. Because the last thing you want to have to deal with is, like, liquid logistic work. It's so annoying. So I always round up with water, thus meaning I never have problems with water. Which is the reason in my coal factory as to why I'm making way more water than what I have to actually, like, burn. But it's 10 times easier for my sanity. I'll get rid of you just for now. There we go. So just double checking. Everything up until this point is correct. Yep. Yep. I'm liking the things that I'm seeing as of right now. This is fantastic. Yeah, oh, okay. You can probably go up a little bit. Oh, you're going to be a little twig, aren't you? There's always one twig in the forest. Which is my way of saying there's always something that goes wrong in the grand scheme of things. I like to describe that as a very original quote. Okay, then you're fine. Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay so far. Okay. You're fine. You're next. Well, actually, no, you're next, and then that. Okay. It's 5 times better. Oh, nice. How much is the 4090? Ah. £1,500. Then the new one is like nothing, is it? Like a few hundred. The 9-year-old card is working like brand new. Oh, right. So it's probably a lot better than 5 times new then. Because I can imagine they don't remain as good as they used to be. Okay, 48 iron ingots now. In fact, I can probably combine a couple of these. 48 plus 80. 128. There we go. Lovely. And that's roughly 40 water per minute. And 69 iron ore. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, it's roughly half, isn't it? Of the iron that we are needing. Wait, did I not do that? Why did I not do that? I sworn I've done that. Maybe I typed it out, just didn't enter or something? Done now. Is that definitely 64 we've got? Wait. It is, yep. That was a bit difficult there, but it definitely is. Okay, everything there's fine. Yep, that's all good. Okay, here's our next problem. This. I'm gonna try and move you over there a little bit as well. In fact, wait, why are you, like, so far away from that? Are you scared of it or something? Okay. Then we'll get you lot. Move you over there. Maybe even a bit further. Move you to there. Okay, good. Now, where is our other copper sheet example? There it is. Look at you. Boink. Lovely. I feel like we are absolutely just flying through this, by the way. I thought today's stream was going to be like 100 hours long, but no. Doesn't look like it. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I feel like we are just flying through these things today. Oh. 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 Okay. So again, we need 3 cooling systems, which I believe is made in here. We're going with the alternate. Need 3 of y'all. So that's... Wait. That's all wrong. Or maybe I didn't do the... Oh, wait. I don't think I've divided it all by 4 yet, then times it by 3. Okay. Do I want to do that? I feel like I should. Let's just make sure everything over here is fine. So we've got... What is that? 1 fuse modular frame per minute, which is made in the... It looks like actually here in the blender. It is actually. I've made this before quite a lot. I should know where to make it. Every single thing possible for all of the phase 5 parts minus water and excited. Oh yeah. I should have probably read the first message there. Okay, so our fuse modular frame recipe is perfect. Next up, we've got what the hell is... Oh, turbo motor. Right, yeah. And again, 1 of those per minute. That should be completely fine. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay. All right. So yeah, next up then is the cooling system. So what I've got to try and do now is everything that you see here. Divide all of this by 3, then times it by 4. I wish there was a way I could just like type in that command and it does it automatically, but we can't, unfortunately. Let me get the calculator open. And we'll start with... We'll go with just the regular heat sinks. 8 divided by 4 is 2, times that by 3 is 6. Wow, we are flying through this, chat. I might even take a bit of a break. Okay, that break's over now. I'll collect aluminium sheets. 30. 24. 6. 18. In fact, you know what? Let me just get this out the way with. Since I'm doing it, right? As I'm doing it, I just want to make sure that this is definitely correct. Because the last thing I want to do is just get all of this wrong. It's just a nightmare. There we go. When was the last day I streamed? Saturday, was it? I think it was Saturday because the rugby was on. There's no rugby on today, so I'm not ending today's stream like an hour early to go watch rugby. Although tomorrow it should be a fun one. It's England versus France. Quick prayer for the St. George's flag for that one. We are going to get annihilated. Then it's Ireland, Scotland. That should be fantastic. A battle of the Gaelics. If you don't know what Gaelic is, it sounds questionable, but I promise it's not. Yeah, that should be a good one. And Wales, Italy. And the thing is about Wales, Italy, whoever wins that is essentially not going to come last, because there's always a battle between last place as of the last couple of tournaments between Wales and Italy. I mean, Italy, bless them, they are fantastic at a lot of sports. It pains me to say it, but they are very good at lots of sports. Rugby is not one of them. Although saying that though, they are still very, very good at rugby. A lot better than the average team. Like if Italy was to play against like Zimbabwe, for example, Italy would do extremely well. They've got lots of talent in their team. But they're playing against some of the best teams in the world. You've got France, you've got Ireland, you've got France, you know, all these fantastic teams. Whereas, again, Italy's not as good, but they are definitely not like terrible. 30. You know what? Let me just redo all this, honestly. Like this part here. It will just be easier for me. A bit of fun. Why not? If you've never seen rugby before, it's a fun sport. It was invented by the British. And like every other sport we invent, we're bad at it. Like cricket. Like, I mean, we're not terrible at cricket. One of the best teams in the world, but still. 30 aluminium sheets. You guys are made in the assembler, right? Yes. Yeah, it's a good thing to watch. It is good fun. Go to the pub. Try not to go deaf when everyone's singing Sweet Caroline, and you'll be fine. Swing low, sweet chariots. Uh-oh, another mistake. Sirens. Wee woo woo. Another mistake up here. Right there. You're not doing pure copper ingots. I mean, that in itself should deserve the death penalty. Not making pure copper ingots? Like, what is this? Come on, get a grip. I feel like I've let everyone down there. I'll release an apology video later on today, don't worry. Okay, then 2 point... We'll go 3 water. Yeah. And 30 aluminium ingots. Yeah, then... It's over here, isn't it? Why am I on iron? Oh, I think I was doing that for a video, actually, to be fair. Okay, no. I've got a defense. Yeah, for everyone watching in the stream, what's your favorite sport to watch? Like, if you had to choose one sport to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be? Again, for me, it would be rugby. I just find it such an entertaining sport. Or tennis. Oh, it might be tennis. Basically anything but football. I can't stand football. I'm sorry. I might be one of the only Europeans that doesn't enjoy watching or soccer, sorry, but like, you know, that sport. Football, soccer. Unless it's like a World Cup or the Euros and I'll watch it, but like club-wise, I just don't care. Wait, what have I done there? Okay. So my aluminium scrap, I can make 21 water as a byproduct. Okay. Esports. Just Apex Legends. Yes. Sports aren't very entertaining. I much prefer playing sports than watching sports. Like, I love playing badminton, but I would never watch a game of badminton. Unless it's like on an Instagram reel or something. Or I don't watch TikTok, but if it was on TikTok, I probably would watch it. What else we got over here? Okay, that should all be correct. Coke. That's my favorite sport. Just Coke. Huh? Really? Damn. And heavy ore residue. Yep. That is not too bad at all, actually. 2 polymer resin per minute? No way. That is amazing. Wait, how much plastic can I make from that? That is... I can make 0.667 plastic per minute? What? What? That's amazing. What a waste. Soccer, you already know it. Welcome, JM. And sloppy alumina. Yeah, I'm just not really a very big viewing fan of sports. That's like the worst way I could have phrased that. I don't like watching sports. There you go. Okay, so this is what we've got going for us so far. We've done that. That's fine there as well. I'm probably going to end up redoing this here as well, because it's going to be like 1.5 motors per minute. It's just easier just to redo all this. It is. Oh, no. Oh, bloody hell, man. What a day. Also, that's all wrong. Grand. Okay, we're using pure ingots here everywhere. We are. Fantastic. That's great. That's made me smile. Okay, the next thing I want to try and do now is firstly move you up there a little bit. And copy you over to here. Plop you down right here as well. And make sure you guys are all connected. The reason why I do this, by the way, is just, again, it just looks a lot easier for me to try and do. Far easier. Hurling's fantastic. Hurling is definitely one of the best sports. I'm not sure if you can even see it on the webcam. You can't. I've got 2 hurling behind me. I don't really play it this time of year, though, because it's way too muddy outside. Good, but I just can't be asked. It is a fun sport, though. I was playing hurling in the park. When was this? Last summer, so would have been August. And there was a guy from India there, and then he came up to me and my dad because we were both playing hurling, and he was like, "What sport are you playing?" Because it's obviously not cricket. Because he thought we were playing cricket, but we were like, "No, it's hurling." He had never seen hurling before. So we were like, Google search it. And the first thing that comes up is like all these guys with bloody nose, broken arms, because hurling's not the most peaceful sport. And of course, me and my dad weren't having a scrap. We were just like hitting the... It's not called a ball. I keep thinking what it's called. It looks like a ball, but it's not called a ball. But we're hitting it between us, so we weren't actually like proper having a scrap, obviously. I think he got a bit of a shock when he saw what it was actually like. But it is a very fun sport, though. I do recommend it. How many motors do I need again for our cooling systems? Was it 5? No, wait. Bloody... Oh, 1.5. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And the nitrogen gas is 36. Okay, might as well just change that right now. There we go. Okay. So 1.5 motors. already on motors. There we are. Fantastic. So we need 3 rotors and 3 stators. That is not too bad going at all. Let's start with the rotors, though, because that's just nice and simple. I believe I'm using this recipe. Yes, we are. So we need 6 steel pipes and 18 wire. Moving on then to our stators. There we go. Again, 3 per minute. We are dealing with 9 pipe and 24 wire. And coming back over here. Again, 6 pipes, so that's 24 ingots. Okay. Then 9 pipes. And with wire, that shouldn't be too bad. 10? Brilliant. Not bad at all. And 24. So now what I've got to try and do is add up all these ingots together and then find out what's... actually, wait. 34... 40, 70, 83.5. Okay. I believe that's right. 24, 34, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad at all. I think it sounds like something you do in an alley after drinking too much at a bar. It does a little bit. It does. It's a fun sport. It's a good meme. There we go. Okay. So that's actually not too bad. I think we've now finished our cooling system. I believe so. We can move you guys in there a little bit. Then move you there as well. And perfect. So everything over here is done. Like, look at all of this progress. Is it because I copied and pasted half of it? Yes, but we don't talk about that. Welcome, Vinod. Hope that you're doing good. It has been a while since my last stream. We were just talking about that. It was, whoops, last Saturday. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. I'm happy to be back, though. And hopefully it's going to be a fun one. I'm sure it will be. Okay, let's start off with our motors there for our modular engine. There we go. Wait, 5 motors per minute? What was the one that I calculated for my motor example? Oh. Look at that. I mean, we have to change the pure ingot stuff, but that's, again, that saved me a good few minutes there. Fantastic. I absolutely love this motor recipe. It's probably one of my favorite recipes of all time. It is. I do like it quite a lot. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of... Wait. No, that is correct. Yep. So, maneuver you into there. Perfect. Fantastico. There we go. So again, get rid of that. Then select you lot. Bring you over here. Make sure you're all definitely connected. There we go. Friends, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, man. Happy early birthday. I hope it'll be a fun one. I would sing happy birthday, but unfortunately I can't speak English, so I can't sing happy birthday. I know, it is a shame. Not because I've got a terrible voice. No. Yeah, happy birthday though. Yeah, shame about the voice, but it is what it is. Like 278. Damn. Also, where have all of my... There. Power shard's gone. That's the one. I was recording a thing. What was I recording? Oh. Oh. We'll see what that is. Like next week. But essentially, I did a poll over my YouTube community page. And I was like, would you guys like if I was to do a video with the best alternate recipes in Satisfactory 1.0? Then a few people were mentioning something about making a couple different videos, like the best early game alternate recipes and the best mid game and best late game alternate recipes. So that's what I've done, essentially. I've already finished recording the early game, and I finished recording and editing the mid game. I haven't done the end game yet, because that's just quite... I will do it one day. 27.9. That's roughly 150 iron ore and 86 water. Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we have to do 5 smart plating. And I haven't worked with smart plating in so long. Almost feels weird, like, doing all these calculations for it now. Oh, that's handy. Wait, 5 reinforced iron plates and 5 rotors. Oh, that's well easy. Well, first of all, just get you. And just half everything here. There we go. If I stop pressing the wrong buttons, that might make my day a bit easier. Maybe, I don't know. Bit of a wild guess. Thank you. Grand. Okay. What was the other thing? It was reinforced iron plate. This is a bit of a curveball. What was that, 5 per minute? Yeah, wait. Can I try and, again, do the exact same thing that I just did before? Where is it? You. Okay, so you're 10 per minute. But, again, just divide you by 2. Wow, that's undo. Why is your screen zoomed in so much? Oh, because of this. It's a bit easier to see rather than like all my tabs and stuff that are open. There's a sport called wife carrying. The competition winner gets his wife's weight in bit. Wow. I've never even heard of that. See, that sounds like a sport that, like, either the Irish thought up, or, like, the Swedish. I don't know why Sweden came to mind when I heard that. Wife carrying competition. Oh, Finland. I was actually... Okay, I was a bit close. I know Finland and Sweden aren't the same. 1992. Wow. One of my favorite sports in school was ultimate frisbee, which is weird because like it's one of those sports that everyone hates. If you think you're playing football, then the PE teacher's like, nope, you're doing ultimate frisbee. I really liked it though. I don't necessarily know why. Wait, what was that number? Okay, 30... That was 33.5, right? Yeah. I loved Ultimate Frisbee. I love most sports, really. 19. There we go. Yeah, most sports are good fun. I just didn't like playing them in the cold. Obviously, over the years, I have manned up a little bit. So if it is cold, I'll still go play football or whatnot. But it's still not great when you're literally freezing and then you're running around a pitch. Although you do warm up pretty quickly. If you're trying hard enough. Unless you're in goal, then good luck. Okay. Now we're going to add up all these things together. 101.2. Okay. It's not too bad. Welcome, Cabals. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the live stream. 30. We'll go 31.5. There we go. So the last thing that we've got to try and do now is rubber, and hopefully that should be it. For this at least. And what item is this? Oh wow, that's a thermal propulsion rocket done. No way. We have absolutely smashed that in record time. An hour and 12 minutes plus the intro. So we'll go like with an hour and 10 minutes. I haven't finished just yet though, so let's hurry up. Go, go, go! Now what I've got to try and do is find our recipe. Come on, anything here that involves rubber. No. Where is it? I've not got a single rubber or plastic recipe anywhere near here. Oh, you're joking me. Sure, okay, surely down here, right? Oh, there we go. Good. Lovely. So that's 37.5, okay. Like I mentioned a few streams ago, I've started watching a series on Netflix called Vikings. I think originally it was on the History Channel, then they just... Netflix was like, yeah, we'll have that, thank you. And it's good. But the problem is, when I talked about it in my last stream, or the stream before that, when I logged back onto YouTube after my stream, the very first video I saw was one of the characters in the show of Vikings, and it was titled, I won't spoil the character's name just in case you guys want to watch it, Death Scene in Vikings. It's like, you're joking me. This character that I really like ends up dying. It's like, first of all, how did YouTube know that I was watching that show? And then secondly, if it knew I was watching that show, why would it recommend a character death scene? That's like, it's never, ever, ever, ever recommended me a video about that series, ever. Since I've been on YouTube. And then suddenly, the day that I talk about it on my stream, they recommend the scene where the character dies. It's an absolute piss take. And I know, obviously, they can hear me whenever I talk through my microphone. But yeah, that was... It's really disappointing. I'm really disappointed that happened. Because I was on season 2 at the time, I think. And of course, yesterday I saw the death scene, and I was like, okay, well, I knew that was coming, just didn't know when. No, it's an absolute piss take. You need 18.75 plastic, then 18.75 fuel. Okay. I just couldn't believe it, like. Recommend me anything else from that series and I'll watch it. Like a behind-the-scenes funny video where all the characters that hate each other in the show are laughing and drinking beer. That's great, but not the bloody death scene. Plastic again, actually. There we go. It is what it is. Because that's 9.4 heavy ore residue. Then goes into there. I think we're making diluted fuel in here, aren't we? Yep. That is enough. Great. 18.75 water. And just like that, ding, 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 ring the bell. We have done... Where is it? The thermal propulsion rockets. Damn. Look at the size of that. Like, this alone is one of the biggest recipes we've ever calculated. And it's a quarter of what we have to try and do. It's 1/4 of this final thing here. I mean, granted, dark matter crystals aren't that bad to do. Superposition oscillators aren't dreadful, but not fun to make either. Next up, though, is a singularity cell. Okay. One of them per minute. Where are you made? Oh, the manufacturer again. Bloody hell. The amount of manufacturers you need to make this thing is actually just unbearable. Oh, wow. Oh, fantastic. Oh, bro. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, that's a piss take. That's nothing. I can make that with my eyes closed. Although, to be fair, I'm probably going to need quite a lot of these anyway, because aren't you used to make the... Yeah. Wait. Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. Wait, no, have I? Have I calculated Fixonium? I feel like I actually might have. Where is it? Here? Oh, you're joking me. Wait. Yeah. So everything here divided by 2. Oh, that is an absolute godsend. Wow, that's just saved me like at least 20 minutes. At least. Isn't that a beauty? A very thick beauty, damn. Look at the size of you. There. So yeah, you're the 2 singularity cells per minute. Of course, we only need 1. I'll move you over there. There we go. We'll get rid of that. And then, again, literally just divide everything here by 2. It's as simple as eating a cornetto. Which are rather simple to eat. I haven't had a cornetto in ages, although the weather hasn't really been like ice cream material. I definitely do prefer ice cream on a warm day compared to like ice cream on a cold day. Cold days are good for a hot chocolate, not for an ice cream. Although, you know what? It's 2025. If you fancy having an ice cream, eat the bloody ice cream. That's what I say. You only live once. Okay. Just to double check here. Nuclear pasta. Yep. That should be fine, actually. Vander. You can blame me and the other guy who talked about you on the series and stream, since YouTube probably... Oh, I absolutely... Yeah, you get 100% of the blame. Not me. No, not me at all. No, it's alright. I just couldn't believe it. Like, the odds of it happening is just so slim. Oh, half of all of... Oh, man. We'll do 0.3. Sure. There we go. This is going to take ages to do, but blimey, is it going to be worth it? 1.4 we'll go with. Ah, screw it. It doesn't have to be too accurate. As long as it's roughly what I need, then that's perfect. 0.75. Like, for example, if it was 0.75, then I typed in 563,293. That's obviously not going to be very good. But if I'm like 0.1 off, is it going to massively matter? I don't think so. 5.6. We'll go 3.1. Yeah. 1.5, 1.8. Sure. Can I do that? No. $3.8. Grand. Let's just add up all these things together. 3.8 plus 0.8. Let's just go 4. Ooh, 4.6. 4.55. 5.65. Okay, that's... yeah, that's good enough. And again, that should be fine. Nope. That's all good. I just want to double check one thing here. Making sure that I've definitely used pure ingots for all of this. Yep, okay, good, we have. So that's the first part done now. Moving on to your face. $4.8. Is that right? $2.6 and then a 1.5 for the water over there. Lovely. These two more things have to go for the modular frame, or heavy modular frame. Great. 3.1 made me instantly think of the Pie song. Never heard of that Pie song. Whoa, how have I never heard of that song. Unfortunately, it sounds like a gem. It sounds like one of those videos that was uploaded like 12 years ago. Which are often the best videos. I don't think I've done this one. 1.5, 1.75. Oh, gosh. Sure, that's good enough. That is good enough. Concrete 1.5. 0.75. In theory, that's the right number, but honestly, no. Make it a bit easier for myself. Like that. Oh, 6 years ago. Not too bad, then. Not too bad. So that's for 0. Is that a 0.2? Are we sure that's 0.2? I think not. I think that's 0.1. Heavy. The one? I think so. Yep. 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 Concretes. Yep. Okay, that's good. That is definitely 0.1. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is try and change a couple of these ones up here, just so I know that I've definitely changed them. I'll mark them green when I have done that. So again, you're going to be 0.1. Just like that. And again, you're 0.1. Isn't really a lot, but sometimes in life you don't need a lot. That's definitely correct. Apparently it is. So we'll take it. And then you lot I can just do separately. Now moving on to... oh my... the amount of aluminium that every single recipe has is actually just nuts. I don't know how many aluminium casing or ingots or scrap I'm going to have to make in this playthrough. But, it's going to be a lot. I can already sense it's going to be tons. Oh, man. There we go. 13.4. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like the look of that. I'm happy. I'm proud. I am a bit tired. But you know what? In life, when you are tired, it's because tired life you are. If that isn't inspirational, I don't know what is. Very, very inspirational and deep quotes. Yeah, you again, man. 6.7. Two. Yep, that is correct. Okay, that's good. Did I... No, that can't be right. Yeah, okay, good. 2. This entire stream is just me struggling at maths. I can't... No, there's no way I'm doing that. I think that's going to be 0.92. Gifted. Okay, for this next part, though, I'm just going to do it in the refinery. Easier just to do it at this point. No, that's the wrong one. Heavy oil residue. Blue passport. Okay. 0.46 polymer resin. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. After only a few short decades. And then with copper ingots. I think I'm making my casings in here, aren't I? I am, yes. We're only making 5. Yep. $3.4. And then, oh dear, again, we're not using a pure ingot here. Why? This is disgraceful. Use that pure ingot. Words. No. There we go. And we need 3.4 per minute. Bam. Let's smash this. That's only 1.36 copper ore. Damn. That's about 1. There we go. Okay, that's a lot easier. I enjoyed that. Then again, heavy oil residue. 0.92. That is all correct. Fantastic. The Play Song 2.0 was released 10 months ago. Oh, nice. That has made my day. Nah, I've never watched the Play... Maybe I did. I don't know. I've forgotten about it. I remember listening to a song about the water cycle. That was... Yep, that was geography. When you thought you were going to study flags and countries, but you end up studying sand and rock formations. Do I regret taking it as a GCSE? No, because you know what? I'm trying to find anything that's going to save this conversation. I liked it. It was good fun. I liked learning about rocks. And we went on a school trip as well. We were supposed to go on a school... Well, the course that I took, because it's technically part of the British GCSE system, we still had to do the same thing as what people would do back in Britain, even though I was studying abroad. And we went to go to this lake, but we were studying in a desert. There were no lakes out there. So we ended up going to what was once a river, but was so dry that there was no longer water flowing from there. So we spent 3 days essentially looking at sand. Yep. Yeah, yep. Geography. I still enjoyed it though. Okay, we're onto our radio control units now. Cool. Okay. It was still a fun subject. Because the thing is, right, there was only 4 of us in the class. Which I know it sounds ridiculous, a bit of a waste of time, but yeah. 0.1. I quite like that though, because whenever you had a question, the teacher was able to spend like 15 minutes talking to you about the question. It was really chill. But the reason why there was only 4 of us is because no one else chose geography in our year, except for 3 other people. Okay, now let's move on to heat sinks. Let's do this. Let's just speed run this. Because the thing is, right, when we get this done, we've got 1 or 2 more things left to do, but they're super easy to do. So maybe I can get this done today. That would be amazing. I think for our history trip, I didn't go on it because it was too expensive. It was like, well, it wasn't like a few £100. We're talking like almost a couple £1,000 just to go on this school trip, which it sounded really nice. Well, not nice. It sounded interesting, but when I told my parents, they were like, no. Which, fair enough. I would have said the same. Yeah, they went to Germany to study more about the Second World War. And I've got a very big fascination in like the Second World War and the First World War, how it's all like related and what happened in between, things like that. I love history. I really just love history. I was a bit gutted that I couldn't go, but at the same time, I wasn't like massively surprised. I don't think there were any other school trips other than like general school trips. There was a couple trips to Africa. I don't know what they were doing in Africa. But yeah. Didn't go on them. Again, I wanted to, but the schools are like demanding so much. It's just like, no. I did do that one, nice. It's 2. Ooh, go 2.8. 1.6? Yeah. Yep, that's good. Oof. Half of 0.55. What is that? 0.5. 0.275? Nice. That's a bit of a difficult one to try and calculate. Damn. 4.2. There we go. So that should all be right now. Next, we've got the radio control units. And again, like, we are definitely getting towards the final stretch here now. This is fantastic. It is 0.275. Yeah. I was unsure there for a minute. It's a very weird number to calculate, to be fair. Don't do that every day. Close enough. If it's not dead on, it's close enough. Yeah, again, welcome to everyone who's tuning in. Hope that you guys are doing good today. Today we are calculating one ballistic warp drive, which is the most complex item in the entirety of Satisfactory 1.0. If you can make this, you can make it anywhere in life. That's a Valhalla and Pickle guarantee, which means literally nothing, but there you go. Oh man, why can't it just be normal numbers like 0.5, 0.75, 0.78? Be normal numbers. I used to love maths in school. Love it. Until they started to get letters involved. Algebra is where I drew the line. I was really enjoying it up until then. Even fractions. I liked like literally anything but when numbers were involved. And then I was like, yeah, no, stop. Some chaps made all this up. There's no way, like, X, Y, P... No. I call bullshit on that. Up until that point, it was grand. Welcome, Anthony. Hope that you're doing good. You love your best recipe videos. Thank you very much, man. I love making them as well, so I'm glad that I'm able to make something that not only I enjoy, but also other people enjoy as well. It's a great privilege. I hope that you're doing good today, and welcome to the stream. Oh, I knew that was wrong. 3.1. There we go. Then 1.75. My brain's hurting. So now we have to do the dark matter crystal, concrete, and iron plates. And the final two things we've got, and I've saved the easiest to last, is the dark matter crystal and the superposition oscillator, which I don't think I've... There we go. Actually calculated before? I don't know. Oh no, definitely not. It's not bad. It's not great. It is not bad though. That's quite nice. I actually really like how you can make this thing just in here. Can you package it up? No, you can't, can you? Or can you? No. Because what I was thinking was, if you're able to package this thing up, could you then just sync it? But of course, no. I don't think you can sync this thing. It is very important though, look at all of that. This is that the recipe I'm using? I think it is, isn't it? Very, very important. That's yeah, it's all just equally as important. This thing, that's probably one thing that I am going to make a video talking about. The alien power matrix. Yep. Let me just write that down actually, because I will forget. I'll do it on my phone. Oh, texting and streaming. Lock me up. I think what I'm going to do, I'll make a video titled, Is the Power Augmenter Worth It? And then in that video, I'll talk about the Power Augmenter. I'll then talk a little bit more about Sonos loops and the use of Sonos loops. And then I'll also bring up the alien power matrix. So I'll split it into like 3 different categories. And then I'll talk about how much power it takes to actually make the alien power matrix. And then from that, I can then see how much power you're getting out of it. And then how much power you're using to make it. And if it's actually worth it. Or if you should wait until you're at a higher stage of the game, producing more power, thus meaning you get more power from the power augmenter. There we go, I've written that down. That video will be out within the next 15 years. Yeah, no release date promises on that one, I'm afraid. Soon. Trademark soon. Grand. So now let's move on to the dark matter crystal. Okay, this looks so simple. Normal numbers. Normal numbers. Can't believe it. No decimal. Well, now there's decimal points. Up until that point, there wasn't a single decimal point. That's incredible. Also, I do actually want to try and stream part 2 of me placing down the radar towers across the Satisfactory world. Because I had such good fun doing that last time. So I'll definitely do a part 2 to that. Maybe Sunday? I don't know. Yeah, hopefully soon, man. Because I really enjoyed that. 8 there. Perfect. It's all been done. Perfect. It has. Oh, we are just flying through this now. What time is it? We're only in, I mean, to be fair, an hour and 40 minutes. So we're approaching the 2-hour mark. If I can get this done within this one stream, that'd actually be really, really good. That'd be really, really good. I don't want to jinx it, but as of right now, look at what we've done. I mean, granted, a lot of this has just been copied and pasted because I've already done all the calculations, just had to change the numbers around a little bit. But this is insane. To make all of this for one item. It's nuts. It really is just absolutely nuts. It's a madness, like the kids would say. It's a madness, bro. I don't know. I don't even speak, like, the New English anymore. I don't understand it. I can speak English, just not like the London English. If you ever go to London, they speak a different language there. Absolutely, just, it's like, nah. I don't get it. There we go. 13.2 dark matter crystal. Okay, that's a bit of a pain. Like, when I was in basic training, there was a guy from London. I don't know which part of London, but he had an extremely strong, like, accent, but I didn't know half of what he was saying. Because he just kept on saying, "You get me," at the end of every sentence, which I was like, yeah, I get you, I suppose. What else would he say? "I'm not gonna lie." He used to always start a sentence saying, "I'm not gonna lie." It's like, thank you for, like, preparing me. I thought you were gonna tell a fib. No, I don't know. Of course, not everyone from London has a weird accent, but you often find that people in the countryside do sometimes struggle to understand the city lingo, as I like to call it. Clad aluminium sheets. Ugh. Well, they're saying that, like, the area that I live, like, the town up the road has a different accent to our town, and then the town to the south of us has a different accent to us too. So, literally, our towns have got different accents. Because of, like, people from the UK, or other parts of the UK migrating down here, and then other people migrating here. So eventually, over time, the accents have just changed completely. Especially Londoners. We've had a lot of Londoners come down here recently. Over like the last 20 years, I would say. We've seen so many families move down from London. Because they can't afford to live there anymore. Because what happens is you've got places like, well, Croydon, for example, which is one of those areas like 20 years ago you wouldn't really want to go to Croydon. Whereas now, there's houses and apartments there going for millions. I can understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make London nice. They're trying to make it modern, futuristic, if you will. Which, I can understand why they're doing that. But at the same time, though, there's still a lot of people that can't afford that quality of housing. So where are they going to go? The answer is not London. Which is a bit of a shame, because that's their home. That's where they've been brought up. I think I've told this story before. But my old English teacher, she's not old, but like my previous English teacher, her mother had a house somewhere in London. I forgot the borough or whatever, it is. But when she bought her house, it was relatively cheap. It wasn't a very good area to live. But, again, the house was affordable and there was a decent amount of like facilities nearby. Now, by the time that my English teacher grew up to, I think she was like 30-something, she can no longer afford to live anywhere near her mother because the houses there have gone up by like 20 times the amount. Like, if her mum was to sell her house, she could buy 10 of the houses that she originally bought in that area. Because of, again, the prices of all the housing there. So a lot of people are moving down here now, which is nice. You know, it's always good to interact with the people from other parts of the country. Even though we're a very small country, it's always nice to have chats with people who have travelled. I do like that. Okay, now we've finally got our 4 items. We've got the excited photonic matter, the alkali aluminium sheets, the crystal oscillator, and the dark matter crystal. The reason why I put the dark matter crystal on this side is so essentially I can just join these two together. So we'll do that now. 13.2, so that's going to be 53.2. There we go. It looks a bit weird. Looks a bit better. There we go. So, excited photonic matter, luckily, you just get it for free. Just exist and you can get it. Well, as long as you have the converter. If you haven't got a converter, then obviously you can't get it. There we go. Hey, thank you very much for the 3 likes on the stream, by the way, chat. It's very kind of you. Thank you. So, move you over there just for now. The alkali aluminium stuff. I think what I'm going to try and do is get a rough recipe of what I need. There we go. Perfect. Then redo the numbers, essentially. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Freaking missed old COD. The funny thing is, well, not actually a funny thing, but I was watching a clip about Call of Duty World at War, which is the very first COD game I ever played, and I think I was about 4 years old when I played it. I know, playing the most brutal Call of Duty at the age of 4, not the best idea, but you know what, I didn't care. So, and when you're playing multiplayer and you're playing as the Germans, because bear in mind the game's set in World War II, if you're playing as the Germans and the Germans won, you actually got a Nazi speech at the end of it. Like Adolf Hitler himself would speak when you won the game, which sounds crazy. That's because it is, but no one really thought about it that much at the time, I suppose. But it was a bit weird, and obviously when you're like 4 years old, you don't know who Hitler is, right? You just think it's some guy talking in German, which I suppose it was some guy talking in German, but it was one of the most evil men that's ever lived. But of course, again, you didn't particularly know that. Should I have been playing that game at the age of 4? No! Was I terrified? Yes! Did I still complete the campaign? Yeah, don't ask me how, though. It's one of those games I've revisited so many times. It is just such a fantastic game. Like when you're playing the campaign, you feel like you're actually there. It is such an overwhelming experience. It really is. It's one of my favorite games that's ever come out. And the zombies, oh my goodness, the zombies. Bro. Madness. Call of Duty Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops. There we go. You finished building up 3,600 limestone from the northern forest up to your nuclear control building to turn into emergency concrete supplies. But now you need to pipe 1,000 water up 100. Ooh, that sounds fun. Wow. And the thing is, I know I'm going to have to do the very same thing soon anyway. That's the shocking thing. It sounds painful, then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's going to be me in, like, 2 months' time. Whenever I get round to it. Next year, maybe. I know I said I'll be dragging out this series, but holy moly. At this rate, I'll be having grandkids by the time I actually finish this game. Oh, well. Coke. Yeah, today's progress, though, has been grand. I don't like to take these streams too, like, seriously. I much prefer just to relax a little bit. Oh, I've done an oopsie. Wait, what have I done there? Need 8th, yeah. No, that's correct. Okay, I didn't do an oopsie. I thought I did. Okay, that's exactly 2 crude oil per minute. Wow. That's a shocking amount of polymer resin. That's, wow. Let's get the slop. 20 bauxite, not too bad. And in case you're wondering again, why am I running like the worst graphics here? Why is everything so crap looking? Again, my PC can no longer actually run this game properly, which sucks. Okay, let me show you the progress we've made so far. So we've done all the aluminium ingot stuff. Now let's move over to the copper ingot side of things, where luckily we only have to calculate one thing. Which is you. That is roughly 2.7 copper ore, and then 1.8 water. Nice. The next thing that we then need is... Oh, that's it. Crystal oscillators now. Right, I know I have made a video... Actually, wait, did I make a video about crystal oscillators? I think so. No, I definitely did. Yeah. Okay. And what's that? That's 5. Oh, okay. It's pretty much the right recipe, except for this. That's a very simple change, though. And why did I choose that recipe? Lowest power consumption. It just uses iron and quartz. Okay, yeah, I can... Wow, damn. Wait, what? Wait, can I see that again? Oh, no, that is right. Okay. Look how close we are to the end. Oh, it feels like I've done some sort of, like, Mr. Beast challenge at this point. Today, I'm going to be making the warp ballistic drive in Satisfactory 1.0, and you wouldn't believe what happens next. I could never do a Mr. Beast video. I feel like my voice would die if I was to talk like Mr. Beast. You know what? I think I've told this story before, but I used to watch... Actually, that's correct. I used to watch Mr. Beast when he had, like, very few amount of subscribers. In fact, should we go off topic? Let's go off topic. He used to do a series called, like, the worst... intro series, like the worst YouTube intros or worst YouTube outro series. Mr. Beast worst intros. Oh, this series. 8 years ago.
Are you ready? Enough with
Volume warning, I apologize. Also, why am I sat in the dark? Also, Chris, before, before, you know. Oh, so I'm not the only one then. But yeah, this was like 8 years ago. This is like the good old Mr. Beast. This seems like a Chris video though. It's entirely Chris. But yeah, he used to do like these videos where he used to react to people and their their YouTube intros. I used to love that series so much. And again, that was when he had like very few amount of subscribers. I still remember the very first time he did like a giveaway video. I think he gave away 10,000 US dollars to homeless people, I think. That was the first time I can remember that he gave away stuff. We used to always like break laptops. Oh, those are the good old days. Yeah, I was watching Mr. Beast well before he blew up. And the funny thing is I actually stopped watching Mr. Beast for like a few months, because again, you watch a certain amount of like worst intro videos, and after a while you want to just you get a bit bored of them, right? And then I see his channel, it's like he's gained like 100,000 subs, like whoa. And then I start seeing the content all over my For You page, and then you get the Mr. Beast that we see today. Yeah, man, I used to watch a lot of Mr. Beast. I don't mind his challenge videos. I wouldn't say that I watch every single upload he does, but I also wouldn't say I'm one of those people that hates on everything that he does either. Because if you look at any popular product, especially by I hate the word influencer, but like a content creator influencer, you know, one of those people, right? Whenever it comes out, it does extremely well. But the worst thing a product can do is do too well. Look at, for example, Prime by KSI and the guy who filmed the Japanese Suicide Forest, Mr. Logan Paul himself. When Prime first came out, it was the only thing that was on YouTube for like a month. Like Prime this, Prime sponsorship that, Prime doing that, new flavor this, new flavor that. You couldn't physically get away from it. And in the space of like a month, everyone went from absolutely loving Prime, like worshipping it, to thinking it's the worst thing that's ever been made. Because the thing is, it is trendy to hate. It is just very, very trendy to hate. And even people that liked Prime were saying how that they really hated it. I've only ever had Prime once and I didn't like it either, but that's because I don't particularly like fruit flavored stuff. If I'm gonna have fruits, I'm gonna have fruits. I'm gonna have strawberries, raspberries, whatever. I'm not gonna have strawberry flavored chicken wings. Like, no. Ugh, can you imagine that? Okay, 2.2 crystal oscillators. Where is our satisfactory calculator map from you? You mean like, oh, I haven't done it yet. No. That's the wrong recipe. No, I can't seem to find it though. Like, I've tried, but I can't find it at all. Okay, so that's roughly 40 quartz crystals, 31 cable, and 5.5 reinforced iron plates. If only if it was like 5, that would be so much easier. Because of course we've literally just calculated that today. Okay, then you can go. I really don't like fruit flavored stuff. That's all good for Nod. Have a nice rest of your evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. And again, happy early birthday. Reinforced iron plates. That's 33 iron plates. And, oh, that's the wrong recipe. Oh, wow. It's stitched iron plates. How dare I commit such a sin? It's 18.4 iron plates. Then roughly 37 wire. Okay. But before I do that, cable. I need... oh, that was actually almost bang on. We need 31. Which is 62 wire. Okay. And now we go iron wire. 62. We need 31.25. Ew. And for our other iron ingots, we need 37 of the wire. It's 20.1. 20.6 even. And then for the iron plates, we need 18.4. There we go. 27.6. Okay. So in total now we have to add up all 3 of these together. Yeah, I'm going to do the satisfactory calculator for that. Also, this might be a hot take, but the N for November button is the best button in Satisfactory. It really is, because you can do maths. For example, without this, how was I supposed to know that 4 plus 4 was 8? It's amazing. You can then search any piece that you want. For example, no. Inverted ramp, and now I've got it. Look at that brilliance. You can also type in any machine that you want. Brilliance. And you can type any item that you want. It really is just fantastic. It brings a tear to my eye. No, I'm joking. I've forgotten what it feels like to cry. Anyway, we'll say 80. That's a pretty good number to round it up to. 80? Back over here. Sorry. Okay, that's not too bad. That's 43.1. Actually, you know what? No, 43. Because we rounded that up a little bit earlier on there as well. So 43 is a good amount. Then roughly 25 with the water. Blueprints as well, absolutely. Have I got any blueprints saved in this world? I apparently do. It really is just amazing. In fact, that's gonna be a video idea as well. I don't even know what I can tie it to, but like best. Not best settings. I don't really care about settings. Best UI? No. Best tricks. Something like that. Yeah, I do want to do a video where I cover things like, again, the N button, E, for example, as well. Like, let's say I was holding up the Mark 6 conveyor belt, but I wanted a Mark 3 conveyor belt. Just hold down the E button, then there you go, Mark 3 conveyor belt. But let's say I wanted to try and change the settings. Again, just hold down R. Although the settings are a bit better with pipes, for example. You can now just do all of that. And again, it's fantastic. So I feel like I do want to try and do a video covering that. I mean, look how cool this is. It's an endless possibility of fun. So yeah, I think I will do a video covering that. Also, I've gone miles off track here. 27.6 plus 20.6 plus 1.25. Oh no, that's where I was at before. Wait, what? Okay, so I've done that. Okay. Next thing is the crystal. Your quartz crystals. 40 of them per minute, which is roughly 52 raw quartz. You don't really end up saving that many raw quartz, if I'm honest. I have to convince myself this is worth it, and I still do think it is worth it. But, yep. And just like that, the very final thing that I'm now going to try and do for today is the dark matter crystal. And the recipe that I've gone for... Look how big this recipe is. Oh my god, man. Yeah, the recipe I've gone for is... this. Same reasons what I mentioned before. You save on a bunch of SAM, and yeah, that's it. You just save a bunch of SAM. There's no reason not to use this recipe compared to the basic recipe, other than if you want to try and save a little bit of power. But I don't care too much about that, if I'm honest. Oh damn, this is going to be expensive. What the hell? Wait, is that 40 dark matter crit? Nah, it can't be right, man. Oh my days. I didn't even, like, comprehend how much that actually is. That's insane. Wow. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I even bothered typing that into there. All I had to do was that. Regarding things you can do, I believe you've only seen once somebody doing the calculator directly in the machines. Like setting the production goal for the machine to like 7 out of 12. Oh, right. Can you even do that? I don't know what's more impressive. The fact that you can literally do that in game, or the fact that 19 goes into 74. I never knew you could even do that. I mean, is that going to change my gaming experience? No. But that's still really cool, though. What about up here? That's cool. Again, yeah, I like that. I do. Okay, so 53.2 dark matter crystal. I believe you're made here. Hi. It is. $52, 53.2. Okay. Wait, no. I don't think I'm even using that one. Wait, which one am I? What? Oh, is this the hidden one? I call it the hidden one because... No, it's... Wait, am I just, like, losing my brain cells today? Well, the answer's yes. Yes, I am. Oh. Okay. I think that's the one I'm doing. I'm out of it today. I'm out of it. My head is just gone. Too much mathematics. 133 dark matter residue. That doesn't sound too bad. Then for our time crystals, we're going to go with the basic recipe here because there's only one, so I have to go with it. Okay, no, you're made over here. Yes. That's a lot. That really is a lot. Actually, like 5.32 diamonds. Maybe it's not that much. Considering you were doing stuff like you need to take this amount, then divide it by 4, then multiply it by 3, you could directly type that into the machines. Yeah, you could have. Would that have helped much, though? I suppose it could have, because if I wanted to do, like, 5 divided by 3, then times by... If I do this, actually. The answer here should be 2. No, it's 10. That is actually right. Okay. So I think that would have helped, but either way, we've done it now. So 5.32 diamonds. Now, what I've done over here is I've used the basic recipe for this. I don't want to do that. Instead, what I want to try and do is make my life a bit more complicated for now, but in the future, make my life 10 times easier by doing this. There we go. Lower that down there a little bit as well. Love that. So, this is the hidden diamond recipe, and the reason why I call it the hidden recipe is because here you've got 5 different types of diamond recipes. However, there is only one other diamond recipe in the entirety of the game, and it's found here. It's called Pink Diamonds. It combines a very small amount of coal in comparison to the other recipes with quartz crystals. I have made an entire video talking about diamonds. I do recommend doing this if you guys do want to try and save a bit of coal. Welcome to Hammer Max. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And we need 5.32. Viewer counts tripled? What, for Twitch? That'll be cool. So I think that's right. Wait, 42? Wait. Oh, and YouTube. Oh, right. Yeah, no, YouTube's been doing grand. I've been really enjoying the YouTube streams, the YouTube videos and everything. It really has been fun. I'm just confused. Wait, this can't be right. I must have made a mistake. Oh, I know what it is. Wait. That's what it is. It's not 5.32, it's 53.2. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Yeah. And when we go back to our diamonds. So for our coal, it is going to be 426, we'll say. which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 426 coal to make one of these turbo thingies. Ballistic warp drives. That's what it's called. 426. And that's when I'm using recipes that literally don't involve coal. This is the only one that does, I believe. So that's... it's nuts. It is just nuts. And that's 160 quartz crystals there as well. I do want to double check something though. Oh, hell, man. First of all, we need 115 water and 206 quartz. If I wasn't using that recipe, if I was just using the basic diamond recipe, I wonder how much coal that would require. Wow. 1,064 coal per minute. That's insane. That is insane. But regardless, stream, we have done it. This is it. This is how you make the ballistic warp drive in Satisfactory 1.0. Oh my, look at the size of that. Compare this recipe to everything else. It doesn't even oh. Oh man. It keeps going. It's still going. It's still going. Wow. Wow. So what am I going to do now? Oh dear. Well, first of all, fix whatever the hell has just happened over here. That's a bit annoying. Change cannot be undone. Please. Anyway, so what I'm going to do off camera is fix this, then add up all of the ores. So the bauxite, the limestone, the copper, the iron, the limestone, everything that I'm using here. I'm then going to add that to this, which is the Fixonium fuel rods. I'm also going to add it to this, which is the biochemical sculptor and the AI expansion server. I'm going to add up all the ores together, and then I'm going to see how many of all of these 4 items I can make, essentially, without like overdoing the world limits. So that's going to be quite an interesting challenge. And again, that will definitely be done off camera because this will take another like half an hour to do, and my brain cells already like dying on the inside. But regardless, as you can see, it's pretty dark outside now. But thank you very much for tuning in. This did not take anywhere near as long as I thought it would. I thought this would be like a 5-6 hour task. But the good news is, because I've literally calculated now every single item in the game, all I had to do was just copy and paste certain elements together, and it all kind of worked. Are you shocked about how long the recipe is? And even then, there was a portion left. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. It really is. But thank you very much, though, for watching, guys. Thank you as well for the 6 likes on today's live stream. Thank you very much. And for the 150 views as well. That's extremely kind. And thank you again for almost 7,000 subscribers. Have an amazing rest of your evening. And remember, Godspeed.